This is the look. I hope you like it. Yes?
I gotta practice today.
Huh? I'm literally recording.
Sorry.
It's okay. No hockey practice?
No.
Why?
I don't know. One of the other coaches told me. So I just
Okay.
left my stick in the locker room.
Okay. Do you have homework?
Yes, math. It's really easy. I'm so serious.
Did you go to tutoring this morning?
Yes.
Alrighty. I'll be down there in a second.
Okay.
Alright.
Make sure you be like extravagant.
Extravagant.
Yeah, like that.
Okay. I'll be extravagant. Extravagant. And on that note, welcome to my channel. Today I am coming to you with this very simple, very easy mommy on the go makeup routine. I can literally do this in like 15 minutes. It's a little more glam than I would normally do, but that's only because I was showing what eyeshadow I use if I'm on the go and also need to have a little razzle dazzle. A little bit of a rant if you stick with me to the end, a little bit of a mom rant at the end. Let me know what you think about that. 99% of the time I'm probably doing my makeup in the car because I'm always last to get ready. It never fails. So and sometimes all of a sudden making everybody else wait so I could just put on a little bit of a face seems like asking for too much. So and I use the Makeup Forever Shine Control primer and it's really great. I have found that this is probably the best primer for me to use for like my combo skin. That's gonna really take care of the oil and not leave me super dry either. And that's another thing, like when I filmed the first time, the baby was sleeping, like his nap time actually aligned really well with my lunch break, so it was perfect. So if you hear my mom, my mother-in-law, the baby in the background, this is real life. So y'all, I don't know what I did in a past life to deserve this, but my battery died. So it died. I remember I put on my primers, was getting ready to keep going, and then it was like I put primer on my eyelids and under my eye because I have really deep set like one really deep set line under both eyes. So I have found that putting primer under my eyes is the only way for me to stop the creasing. Like even if I'm going to use my Brow Wiz from Benefit, but yeah, even if I use powder, baking, setting, it didn't matter. I just can't skip that step. I don't know why I do that. I can't fill in my brows without like arching them. I don't know if anybody else does that, which probably isn't a good thing because then I probably have like a really deep arch, but I make like all these crazy, see that? Like that's genuinely how I do my brows. I make all these crazy faces. And so I mentioned that because my brow routine is pretty much non-existent if they're done, because like when I hear people say, oh, it takes me 20 minutes to do my, I can't even imagine. Even when I take an hour to do like a full beat, I can't even imagine taking 20 minutes on my brows. And that's not judging. That's like, I can't because I literally don't know how. But if my brows are done, I'm using the Kosas Air Brow. And you see like it adds so much color without them looking super dark. It almost like tatted on. This is how I can like really get out the door. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna take my Dior concealer, the Skin Correct in 5N, which is pretty much you know, like a half shade too dark for me, but that's okay. Because on a regular basis, I need to color correct, as you can see, right? But look at that. And now that I'm doing my makeup in front of you guys for the first time, all my brushes are dirty from when I used them yesterday. And I had thought to myself, because my first video went up on a Thursday, I was like, oh, I could do Thursdays and Tuesdays. Perfect. And we're not going to make that Tuesday deadline. So it is what it is. You know, there's worse things in life. Do you see that though already? Like this, and there's been times where this is all I can do. Like, most literally, this is all I can do. Okay. Okay. You see that? Like, that looks so good. That looks, I can't see the viewfinder because I'm freaking blind as a bat, but like, so good. Take the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in a Monday. And in case I didn't mention, everything will be down below, but 5N for the Skin Correct. I really love this NARS Soft Matte, and I love using it with this dual fiber brush. Again, it's like disgusting and dirty because I used it yesterday. It just moves so nice, like it's so creamy that I can move it all around. And it's funny because I bought this concealer twice before and returned it over the years, like twice, and returned it twice because I really thought to myself, oh, I'm not going to use a pot and it's going to be too much work. And actually this is so convenient. Like I'll put these two in my bag and this is what I'll do. Just boop, boop, and we're all set. Believe it or not, there's like three more products and we're done. We're out the door. So I am going to use MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in dark and just kind of use it not only to set, but just to make sure everything is nice and even. And you can see like this, look at that, big, the whole top is off. That's how much I use it. But if I am home, I will set under my eyes just for added assurance. But if I'm in the car, I won't, because I'm not bringing, I like using loose powders. I am actually going to use, this is an old brown, I feel bad using it, but if I'm being like true to what I use for my mommy makeup days, it would be this. It's the NARS bronzer in Gina. Does anyone remember when they used to have this? I don't know why they got rid of it. This was a long time ago. They had, I should probably like not even be using this, but, and I'm using the new Sephora 80 brush, and this is so pigmented that there are days if I don't feel like wearing blush, especially in the summer. Oh, that's why I picked up number 7 during the sale, because I might have to stop using this. Like, I sanitize it and what have you, but you just, you know. Speaking of, just like a quick little chat. Sometimes my like makeup collection gives me anxiety. I know it's definitely not like YouTuber standards, but it's definitely more than like, you know, maybe the average person, I'm assuming. And I just worry about things expiring. I'm trying to make sure to take really good care of my skin. And because I'm not in the office anymore, you know, when my husband and I were dating, he actually worked, I worked in Midtown in the city, in New York City, in Midtown, and he worked in Midtown as well, like on the east side. And so we would meet for lunch, so I would put on like a little something. So that's when I would use makeup. If I went to lunch with my coworkers, I just, the same thing, almost like similar routine, just throw on a little something for lunch. And then, of course, like if you're going out to happy hour or if we went out to dinner after work. But I don't really have those opportunities to do that anymore, which kind of stinks. But it also means that my collection is lasting. You know, things are sitting and not being touched as often. This is the Yummy Skin blush by Danessa Myricks in Rosé and Brunch. That's what I do for blush. But yeah, I am really excited about everything that's been going on with this like YouTube situation. I'm happy I got, you know, a couple of subscribers. That like really means a lot to me. It sounds so stupid, and when I talk to my husband, even like the kids, they're 16, I talk to them about it. It's really sweet. But you know, it gives me something to do. It's breaking me out of my shell, and I feel really bad right now not having like a ton of energy, because it is towards the end of the day. This is like literally probably like my third time trying to film this. You know, I filmed it all yesterday, tried again earlier today during my lunch break, and now I'm back after work, after like a full day, trying to film this. So I apologize, and I think next time, unless I can like, you know, because it's important. You guys don't know me. You know, you don't know who I am. So all I have to give is, you know, what you're seeing. And that's not good if you're seeing like bleh, energy on here, you know. This is actually the full look. This is all I would do. I would add some mascara, but if I have time or if I have to go somewhere, these Laura Mercier caviar sticks. This is an amethyst, right? I also have strapless, I have burnished bronze, and I have cocoa. They are so good. They are very much worth the investment. I love things like this that I can just kind of throw on my eyes and not have to think about it. I used to be a big eyeshadow junkie. Actually, that would make a good video. I love, love, love neutral eyeshadows. Like if I ever made my own eyeshadow palette, I really think I would make like the best truly neutral everyday eyeshadow palette. And I know you might be thinking, like, girl, there's a lot on the market. No. I have favorites. I would really have to take a look and see, like, do I have like a #1 favorite? But I'm trying to tell you, I've thought about it over the years. So that was amethyst. And then if I really want some razzle dazzle on my eyes, like definition or what have you, I'll use cocoa on the outer and in the crease. I've been done with the face mascara, but if we were, actually this is the same exact look I did. We went to a friend's house for Easter, actually. And this is literally what I did in the car. And I realized I'm not in my club days, college days, when you're doing your makeup in the car constantly. Because let me tell you, me and this eyeliner on the turnpike, it was a sight. It was a sight to see. I'm telling my husband, I'm like, look, tell me when you're about to be at a red light. I talked about, see what I'm saying? I talked about this when I filmed it yesterday, but like, this is what like stresses me out, is that I know I haven't used this as much as I should have. This is the Rare Beauty mascara. Somebody's home. I haven't really used it as much as I would like, and I have to throw it away because it smells. Like I went to use it yesterday, and thank God I like kind of got a whiff of it, and it's janky. And it smells, and it's old. I got it during the Sephora sale last November, so it's been about 6 months. But I will say this, I should put in my reaction. I used it for the first time. This mascara, sorry, this is the Fenty mascara. I used it for the first time yesterday, and I was like, oh, ma'am, like, I don't have lashes, and I never got lash extensions because I wear glasses. But let me tell you something. This here is worth the investment. Like this I paid full price for. I'm really, really, really trying, and maybe the universe is testing me to see if I'll keep going, because there's so many times I wanted to start YouTube, not even film. This is actually my first time filming, but I would stop and go, meaning like come up with all these ideas and watch all these videos on how to edit and how to start a YouTube channel and whatever, and it kind of fizzled out. So maybe with you know, getting some subscribers through my Sephora haul and comments, and the universe was like, no, wait a minute, you know, this is gonna be a journey and this is gonna be work. You're gonna have to figure out a schedule on when you can film. You still have a billion other things going on. You want to use your makeup more. You know, you want to share. Let's see if that's really what you want to do. Let's see if you stick with it. And so I'm glad that I did. And just like that, I'm done. I have my eyebrows done. I actually have eyeshadow on, which again, not something I would normally have on. Concealer, powder, bronzer, blush. Yeah, that's my mommy makeup routine. Duh. I didn't put on anything on my lips. If I am just out and about, I use the Summer Fridays Vanilla Beige. I have a backup that I bought during the sale. This one, as you can see, I tend to use a bit more. And this is the Brown Sugar shade. And I really like this for when I just want like a little something. And I swear to you, there's days where I'm like, all right, let me just put on a little gloss, a little brow, a little mascara, and now I feel better, you know? Because I just always feel so tired. And I think I'm just mentally exhausted, to be honest with you. I always put my jewelry on. I always feel naked without jewelry. Is anybody else like that? You know, like I said, I like really try hard these days to just put just something on my face, because I have definitely gotten in a place where I feel too tired for even the things I love. You know, ever since I was like 15 years old, I've always loved makeup. I've always, you know, when my mom used to order from like Avon, and you know, just always wanting to play and experiment and what have you, and just being so tired, and also working from home. I just don't have the, like, why would I put on a full face? I used to think like I look crazy. I'm home, I'm, you know, all this effort just to put on makeup, and for what? That I was actually telling my husband, like, it's giving me a little bit of anxiety. I don't know if anyone ever feels that way. Like, my collection is giving me an anxiety because this is gonna expire. If I don't use it, it's gonna expire. This is gonna expire. This is gonna expire. You know, like, you can kind of push it if you really want to with like powder, you know, products and what have you, I guess. If you sanitize it and keep it often. But like, look at this. I know I got this not even December. I got this during the November Sephora sale, and looking at it just now, I'm like, wait a minute, this looks crazy. It smells disgusting. And like, I gotta let it go. And so, aside from getting out of my own very self-deprecating way of being and being overly anxious about not look at the dogs, whatever. I have a Frenchie, we also have a Cane Corso, and my mother-in-law is visiting right now too, and she has like the yappiest Shih Tzu. But it is what it is. That's real life. Anyway, I guess that's the universe's way of telling me to like end it. But at any rate, this is also why it's like so important for me to like keep going with this YouTube thing, because one, I'll use my products. Two, hopefully it not necessarily gives me confidence, but it'll make me get over myself. in like a weird way. Like, not get over yourself, you think you're all that, but like get over yourself. Like, it's not that deep. You know, it's not that deep. You know, you're not some hideous monster that you're making yourself out to be. And sometimes, you know, I realize like body dysmorphia is real, and whatever. Maybe we'll have a chat. Maybe we'll have like a, oh, you know what? I do need to use those Sephora products. Maybe we'll do like a chit chat, get ready with me, like a full on glam session, and talk about that, because it's important. You know, when you already feel, I don't know how the 19 and lockdown and all of that has affected you, but you know, working from home and then getting married during that time and then having a baby, it can be very isolating. So again, that's like reason number 728 that like I'm starting this channel, to just have like a hobby for myself too, that will just bring me on. That's why I said, if you haven't looked at my Sephora video, definitely check it out, because I link a video to another person on here. Her name is Veronica, and she talks about like just, you know, wanting to start YouTube to get out of her shell. And I completely and utterly understand that. I think I have a very outgoing personality, but you know, I think being isolated for so long can definitely, and things have not gone back, you know, to how they used to be, because not only were we isolated, but everyone's getting older, and all my other friends are getting married and having babies and different careers and things. So it is what it is. And I think this rant is over. I hope you like my mommy. Ooh, easy razzle dazzle. Look at that. What are you gonna do? One day at a time, one step at a time. And if you made it through my rant, I so very much appreciate you. This is the look. I hope you like it.